What's up, y'all? This is Brandy Badass, and this is another Afrologic blog. Afrologic the blog has been going crazy lately. Crazy new followers, crazy new subscribers. I guess followers and subscribers would be the same thing, huh? But anyway, getting crazy attention right now. We just published our 100th blog yesterday, and I mean, the responses that we're getting, not just from that particular article, but from the blog itself, is amazing. And I'm very grateful to all of you out there who are a part of that, who helped us get to that level. And we're only going to go higher from there. So if you were not a subscriber, the link will be in the description. With that many people hitting it up every day, then we must be on to something. So don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Just go on there, check it out, see if that's something that you're interested in. It's basically, a self-help blog. It kind of turned into an advice blog. That wasn't my intention, but I'm very proud of where it's going. So if you haven't, check it out. So what I'm talking about today is how to handle when you triumph rather, from an adversity. We all deal with adversity, whether it's at work, at home, your kids, a death, financial issues. We all deal with adversity in one way or another. It's just a part of life. And I understand once we come out of it, we feel relieved and just proud that, I made it through that. I survived it. That's a beautiful thing, being able to survive whatever it is that you've been through. But it's kind of important to realize that you're not the only person going through. And whatever it is that you go through, however you were able to handle that, the next person may not handle it that way, or they may handle it better than you. So it irritates my soul when I hear someone go, if anybody else had gone through what I've been through, they wouldn't have made it. How do you know that? How do you know that they wouldn't have made it? I mean, the problem that you have, or the problem that you have may not be shit to me. It's that one thing that you thought was so horrible might not have been shit to me. I might have bounced right back from that. Conversely, I might have a problem that's tearing me apart that the next person look at and go, that's nothing. That's nothing. So what I'm saying is nobody has the right to do that. What's the best thing to do is look at your situation, see how you survived it, and then be a help to someone else instead of bragging about how strong you are and how, I've been through this and I've been through that and it almost broke me, and now here I am standing and I did it better than anybody else could do. You don't know that. I mean, seriously, you just don't know that. And another thing is that whatever problem it is that you had to deal with, it's not unique. None of us will ever have a unique problem. It is impossible that in 2019 you will go through something that nobody else has gone through. So you kind of don't get the privilege of being so strong that you made it through and nobody else have. No, I mean, most people would not. When millions of people have already gone through what you've gone through and they made it out. We all face adversity and we all make it through. We all do. We all make it through. Most people make it through without injury, make it through without wounds. And so it's never anything to brag about or never anything to say, I did this better than everybody else. Instead, offer that to somebody who needs it. And quit giving life to things that broke you at some point. Every time you go out there and go, I handled this better than most, you giving life to it. Why even think about it? I've been through a lot of stuff myself, and I don't go back to it because this done happened already, and I've already solved that problem. And if it wasn't solved, I got through it. And sometimes things don't get solved. There's not a solution to everything. Sometimes things just are what they are, and you got to push through it. I've been there, done all of that. Never to go through and say, if you had gone through this or if you had dealt with this, then it would have gone. You would have gone crazy. No, I mean, I know people who say that did go crazy. I was there. I seen it. You know, how soon they forget, or whoever's not watching and don't know. Now you went crazy. You did. But you made it through. That's the thing. So what you're bragging about is not so much that you didn't go crazy. You did go crazy. What you're bragging about is that you made it through. I mean, if you're going to take that route, then that's what you say. I had some shit I had to deal with. It was uncomfortable. It was unpleasant, but I made it through. It was hard, but I made it through. And that is your, I guess, what they would call a testimony. That's your testimony. That is what you offer to someone else who needs it, not being all braggadocious about you being the Teflon Don. You weren't. You just weren't. So you can't, you pat yourself on the back at home for that, but you don't get the right to go up to anybody and talk about how much stronger you are because you can handle problems better than the next person. It's akin to those who get overexcited for compliments. Such and such said I was pretty. Well, if you was already it definitely appreciate compliments because no one has to give you a compliment. Nobody is obligated to give you a compliment. So definitely appreciate compliments. Say thank you. And then you keep it pushing. But when people say, such and such said I was pretty, to me, it sort of implies that you didn't know that before. You should definitely, I keep telling everybody, love yourself first. And then whatever other people say to you, it don't really matter. Now, don't get me wrong, that I've been single for a long time. And sometimes I really do wish it was somebody there to go, to give me those kind of compliments, because we do need them. But when, if I was to get them, which I don't, because there's nobody there to give them to me. But if I was to get those kind of compliments, I would just cherish them myself, not go out into the world or on social media and say these dudes said I look good. Who you trying to convince? You or us? Because you don't need to convince us because we don't care. And if you need to convince you, that's a problem you need to take care of right away. And it's the same thing with those who brag about having amazing strength and being able to conquer adversity. Who are you trying to convince? Why is it paramount that everybody knows that? Just make it through. I have a cousin back in Michigan who has been through an awful lot. I mean, an awful lot. Never do she say or brag about how she came out of all of that. Instead, she's just grateful to have made it through and grateful that she has the life that she has, to be alive, grateful. And she's been through health problems. I mean, just about everything that you can throw at a person, she's been through it. Never do she brag about how she made it out. Never. But that's what we need to do. We need to appreciate life, celebrate life, be grateful to be alive. Take care of yourself so that you have a whole lot of years to conquer adversity and to have fun and to not bury yourself with your problems and wear your problems on your face and mask yourself with your problems, because that's what makes you stand out. That's not cool, y'all. That's not cool. You ought to be the reason you stand out. Your personality ought to precede you. Your spirit, your energy should precede you. And if it does, there's never any reason to brag about or talk about or bring up things that's going to bring attention to you. You bring attention to you. That's what you do. Let your spirit, let your energy speak for you. When you come into a room, they ought to feel you before you cross that threshold. They ought to know something bright, something beautiful, something necessary. I don't know what it is, but I feel it. You ever been there? I have. I have been places and then all of a sudden feel something, something warms. I don't know who it is in this room, but somebody is like radiating all kinds of energy and I'm loving it. I'm feeling good. Might turn around and just see a little girl with a big smile on her face, that energy hit me before anything else does. Conversely, I've been in a room and then all of a sudden all the energy gets sucked out of it and I'm feeling drained and I'm feeling tired when I didn't come in like that. Might turn around and see somebody with a scowl on their face. They just look unhappy and they might be happy. I don't know. But with a scowl on their face, you bringing the room down. You killing the energy. You know, that's basically what I have to say today. I mean, that's what's messed up about social media is that you scroll, which today is Monday, and I don't, I don't eat food or go on social media on Mondays and Tuesdays. Those are the days that I fast and, in order to strengthen my cosmic connection. That's what I do on those days. But yesterday, I think it had to be, I was scrolling Facebook and I see this post where, this chick on there talking about how she's so strong and, nobody else could have gone through. Hell out of here, man. Your problems, whatever it is, not unique. Somebody already went through that. Somebody already did that. You didn't do. You have not stuck a flag in a damn thing. You have not planted a flag in nothing. You don't get the right to go there. You don't. Maybe they not thought about it later. Maybe that's all they got. Then find something else. Don't brag about your problems. That's just ridiculous. Okay, Brandy Badass here. I'm about to end this. Check out the description. That's where you'll find the Afrologic blog link. Yeah. I keep getting blog messed up, and I think that that's understandable. Yeah, the blog link, afrologic.com, is going to be in the description. Also, ways that you can contact me on social media if you want to follow me on social media. If you want to on IG, it's iambrandibaddass. Afrologic has its own IG page, which is afrologikblog. Catch me on Facebook. Facebook page is just called Afrologic, and that is that. My son graduated high school Saturday. Big congratulations to him. Of course, I've already given that to him because, it's his weekend. So, y'all keep living and loving life. It's not always easy to do, but when you have trouble, just look in the mirror. You are that miracle. You're the miracle. Your life's a miracle. You don't have to be here, but you are. It's just because you're drawing breath, that's a beautiful thing. So, when in doubt, check out the mirror because you're a miracle, okay? Thank you for, follow me, subscribe to Afrologic here. Why do I always forget to say that? Subscribe to Afrologic here on YouTube. It's Brandy Badass Afrologic. But if you're watching this, you know that. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll be forever grateful to you if you do that. So, see y'all later. Bye-bye.